Greetings once more. Well, you're back for more of me tale, and our pirates find themselves in Mareb. Of course, Mareb is a fine city to be in. Having traveled across a continent is a dangerous thing. But for those that have only known Grund, it's time to travel to a new area of the world, a new continent. A little bit of waiting. Cheliax is on the door. A visit to West Crown and beyond. Will they be able to infiltrate successfully? What will come of this entire endeavor? Well, if you continue to sit here and enjoy me tale, you'll find out. So grab your drink, sit down once more, and let's continue me tale of piracy. I should also say it's Spyware this time, too. As of course, as soon as I get started, vrum vrum in the background. No, you're not taking the... Yeah, can't be Nicholas Cage. That is a reference that... Digimon was fine. I know the reference. Yeah. I don't... Not really, no. No, but there are ones with guns, I think. Yeah, they like missile launchers. That's the thing.
Any of them in the show with guns?
Yeah, not in the shows.
So
Well,
Digimon...
Andromon has kind of guns, so, you know.
Missiles and guns and other projectiles and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
I'm trying to think of... What do you call it? I feel like...
I also feel like
Digimon
Digimon suffers from, they also end up being much more humanoid. For reasons. Anyway!
Well,
for internet
most of them
reasons.
aren't that weird, okay?
Internet
Humanoid
reasons.
Like, they're better at humanoid designs, I'll be honest.
It's look, you know, internet reasons, somebody put it.
I'm pulling up the reference I was making.
You look at that GIF and tell me there's a god. Why would something create that?
Which anime is that?
I don't know.
That's Digimon.
That's a Digimon, though.
Yeah, that's Digimon.
Thanks, guys.
I'm
didn't
sorry,
notice.
Momo.
I'm trying to figure what series it came from.
Is that
Jesus.
Prawn? Oh my god.
Is that from Try?
I'm sorry, Momo. I guess I didn't realize that your soul was dead.
I mean,
Anyway,
like,
there's-
I actually know Momo's reference, because, you know, I know that
I think
one.
that was the original Digimon Digital Monsters TV show from
The little
2000.
dinosaur creature.
This is literally card games on motorbikes. Card games on motorcycles.
So yeah, that was Beelzemon, and that's
Well,
I
no,
know
I
that
meant the
name.
first one.
The first one that Momo posted, I know that one.
Yeah.
I can give its name. It's like one of the only ones I know, because like one of the main ones, Agumon. I think
I
Yeah,
so.
think
well,
so.
Yeah, it's from Digimon Try.
These are all words you're saying, and I don't understand.
Look, I remember like one Digimon's name, and that's pretty much it, because it's like the main one. It doesn't.
I could name a lot of Digimon, but I could name a lot more Pokemon.
So you name them in rap form, though.
No, I can't.
Anyway.
Anyway,
I'm trying to think. I might be.
You can't name it that one, and you can't name that.
everybody's in Marab. You're enjoying the city.
And there's a
yeah.
Digimon sitting at a table 3 tables away.
Honestly, they would fit.
I don't like their existence. Yaalkol rolls for initiative.
Yeah, what do you call it? To summarize what we've been doing in Marab.
You traveled.
You traveled
We
here?
got to- Me and Yaalkol have been fishing.
Yeah.
Been fishing.
Been
We've
fishing?
been fishing. It's very wholesome, actually.
And they go catch a shrimp.
But no, you are in Thuvia, and pretty much the capital of Thuvia, which is basically 5 city-states which control regions of honestly, desert. That's what Thuvia has. Lots of desert and 5 big cities that are basically a group of aligned city-states. Their common connection is they're very rich because they developed basically sort of immortality elixir as long as you keep drinking it. And one of the main ingredients is only found in Thuvia. And the recipe is only found in Thuvia. So, yep. So, certainly, all the major cities in Thuvia, very rich and very well built, but also certainly reflecting the ancient history of the Thuvian people. It is one of the cultures that, though doesn't have the same kind of history as the Assyrian people, certainly the civilizations have existed in this area. Granted, Thuvia was a Assyrian dominance for some while before becoming its own thing and, its own country-ish, and it's more in recent years that it's actually, formed a nation the same way you talk about it. But anyway, Mrab, you are here. You are still, I think we left off, you were a few days away from, or a little bit away from when you were, when Misty's sister was supposed to be arriving by boat to basically transport you to West Crown as passengers. Was there anything else anybody wanted to do while in Mrab, or we can skip ahead to that? I don't think you were doing anything at the end of last
At some
episode.
point, I'm gonna borrow Captain from his fishing adventures.
Okay.
I know it's a very personal thing to take a man away from.
Honestly, I was just doing it for Revia. I don't really like fishing. Fish are smelly. I always just
Why
like to
didn't you
see.
say anything?
Well, because if
you
they're
seem
hating
like
it-
you're having a good time.
I would have just. I'm betrayed.
I like having fun with you.
Revia begins this Littlefinger-esque plot to kill Yaalkol when he becomes king now, over this moment.
Climbs out the window.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Yes, I need to talk to you. When all of this is done, between Cheliax and all of this nonsense, I intend to retire and leave your service.
Yeah, I get that.
I am old.
Not an easy life, and honestly, I appreciate you sticking around long as you have.
It's been an interesting experience. You are certainly the worst pirate I've met at being a pirate, because really you don't act like one.
We're a new breed of pirate.
You're
And obviously
terrible
we're more
at being a
successful.
pirate. You're not selfish. Well,
We're very selfish. We're just not heartless. There's a difference.
I don't think that there's a need to be so selfish. I think people do it because they're scared. I get that. I was scared as a kid a lot.
regardless, there's one thing I would ask. I would ask for a ship and a bit of land.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wanna
it's
post
yours.
it?
It's yours as far as it's ours. You've earned it already if you wanted it, but
I have saved you multiple times.
I mean, well, that's not why. You're an equal member of the group. You wanted the ship. I mean, like, that's literally chump change at this point. Let's be honest.
I suppose.
Even Jacub can get a ship if he wants one.
I wouldn't trust Jacub with a ship. I think.
No, I wouldn't. That's why I was kind of saying it incredulously.
I think that Jacub could have his own ship if he wanted to.
Um,
He does
I mean-
magic, and I'm not 100% sure how magic works, but he can summon stuff. Like, can't one of them sail
Oh.
a ship?
You know what? We could give him the skeleton anchor, so he doesn't actually have to bother real people.
Bother? Oh, you're making fun of him.
Well, no, sailors don't like magic. Do we remember this? Like, Even our guys think he's, magic's great. They don't like
He does
wizards.
continue to turn
I think
people
it's
into
very
one-shots.
funny that you guys say that because I have literally no idea what the difference is between you and Jacob.
No, they don't like my magic either.
Well.
I don't flaunt it like he does.
Yeah,
And most
I
of my
think-
magic only affects me.
I think if you got it, flaunt it. But I'm also a guy who likes to
You're-
hit people with a hammer, and people respect that for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same. I just don't,
Plus the Asir thing, I think, of being hit with a hammer.
The really funny thing is the only reason that my hammer's so good is because somebody went woogity woo over it and made magic.
That's true.
Woogity
Like-
woo.
The thing is, like, at the end of the day, they can say that we're all scared by magic, but I think every single sword and chain shirt on this ship is magic. So they can be all spooked as they want, but they're cloaked in it. I think that. Oh, sorry.
Yaalkol, if you remember, most sailors are stupid. They don't know that's magic.
Most people are stupid.
Yeah.
That's true. They don't really understand what's going on.
That's why I let smart people like me be in charge, and then I give you a big toothy grin.
I mean, at this point, you are of average intelligence.
You've gotten more expressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you picked up some skills. You're
I
good
just-
at the things you are good at.
I'm still just the best at hitting things. I think that's always going to be kind of my thing.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
you're good at scaring people.
You're very
I think it's
imposing.
mostly because they know how good I am at hitting things.
Yeah, but doesn't change the fact that you're really good at scaring people.
Thanks, guys.
And you're a
This is-
good sailor.
Yeah. Can you keep sailing the ship though?
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say anything else past that, but
Okay,
you
good.
shouldn't, you shouldn't compare anyone's sailing ability to me. It's an unfair comparison.
Oh yeah, you're like the best. I don't think I've ever seen anybody sail like you. That's pretty cool.
I think I've
I
seen
honestly
one
might be the
better.
best.
for them.
I will shoot you and miss.
I like at least that you're honest about that.
Well, no, I would hit. I wouldn't want to hit. That's the thing.
Not when you shoot effectively.
Ah, Captain! How goes it? Conkerbar walks up only in a towel.
You know what? Fair enough. We are in a desert.
At
resort
least
beach.
he has
Yeah.
something on.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
accept it.
something that our inn has called a sauna. Would you like to join me?
Actually, yeah, that sounds awesome. I think that I've heard.
Apparently,
that,
you have to be in a towel.
well,
Can I join?
I do not see why not.
when in
Sauna
Cheliax,
trick?
I go and I'm just
They're
gonna.
not in Cheliax.
As soon as you say that, before you did anything else, I just begin stripping.
Jesus, Yaalkol. Go to your room.
I have no exterior genitalia, so
But it's weird.
it is definitely strange because I just go bucket. I have a towel, but the towel is way too small for me, so it's just like loosely hanging. It's like a God, what are they? Yeah, little towelette.
You can enjoy the local sauna that's part of your inn. Because again, rich city. There are very nice things.
So everyone gets a schwitz.
Ah. Anyway. If nothing else, a couple more days, well, some more time will pass, and eventually I cannot remember the name of your sister's ship. Do you have that?
I can find it. It's somewhere in here. It is the Laughing Airness.
The Laughing Airness will dock at Marab. Certainly you got a inn that you have some view of the docks, but a message will be sent magically to inform you of its arrival. The plan was that effectively no one really knows, save for the first mate, who you actually are. Myste.
Yeah.
So, but the first mate is going to treat you as if you were arranged passengers from ahead of time. So,
It's fair.
you probably will not really see your sister on this voyage, because again,
Makes
it's
sense.
trying to keep things very thick. So anyway, with the scheduled arrival of the ship, you are to effectively head to the docks to meet with the first mate and finish your arrangements of your passage to Westcrown.
I gather the party and inform them the ship is here.
The Laughing Arcanist is,
party-
of course... Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, and the party ventures forth.
Is a fairly decent sailing ship, a merchant vessel more than a warship, of course. Very similar to your own ship, is basically a sailing ship, but converted towards war. So there's some similarities in the shape and form to your own ship that you have. But you can easily tell that the group on board are just simple sailors. They are dressed much more uniformly. Certainly it is not a... doesn't scream military, but doesn't scream pirate either, definitely. And a fairly dressed officer, simply better dressed than the average crew, but certainly not anything super fancy, will kind of walk down the gangplank and kind of come to greet you as you approach. And he'll have what looks to be just a gentleman carrying some papers with him, and he'd be like, are you the passengers that have arranged to board and have passage to Cheliax?
Yes.
Do you have the proper paperwork?
I present paperwork.
He'll look things over, pull out a few things and hand it to the person with the papers, and then hand you the rest back. Excellent. We got some, not the best quarters, but we've got some quarters for you, slightly separated from the rest of the crew. Honestly, we don't get many passengers, but occasionally we've had to have them.
Understandable.
Well, we'll be departing tomorrow. We were only stopping by Marab for a full day and a half about. Arranged for a few things to get boarded and departed, etc., etc. So, welcome aboard if you are ready. If you need any more business in the sea, or in the city, feel free. Again, we should be leaving around noon tomorrow. He'll, call down, "You there!" And call for, probably younger sailor, probably, a late teenage human male come running down. He's like, "Yes, sir! Show these folks to their quarters. Guest quarters." "Oh, boy! Sure!" The young boy will kind of be like, "Right this way!"
I follow.
"Oh, we haven't had some of your types around here. Very unusual. Dragon man, lizard man, and a gnome. Nice to meet you all. Don't see.
Are we in disguise for this? I'm sorry.
Well, you can't really... It's hard to disguise you.
Well, I haven't had a disguise. I bought
He
one.
is ahead of his
Are you currently disguised as a really tall man?
That's the question.
Well,
Do you want to be disguised already?
That's what I do. That's what I was asking. Do we need to be in
Yes.
disguise?
Because
if you said, I apologize. Because if you said if this is, I was assuming we were going to get in disguise, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to.
Wise for you to be in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should all be in disguise, so there's just no one, in case there's anyone on this ship that could potentially be compromised.
Though these are probably relatively fine people in general, they're still technically Chelaxian citizens.
Yeah.
My guy looks kind of like this. I'm a very tall man with just short cropped hair and a simple mustache, and I just have a permanent scowl on my face.
Is this Yaalkol's dream to grow facial hair? Do you have to get him a belt? It's
Just Teddy Roosevelt.
No, I just looked up insanely manly man.
I mean, he is an insanely manly man.
Amazing. Yes.
You're the Rough Rider.
See if that pops. There you go, everybody.
Yes.
I can see.
Yeah.
Well,
You can also do an actual Teddy Roosevelt.
Yes, amazing.
This is better. This is Robin Williams. Love him.
I'm just like I'm still as tall as Yaalkol is, so 6'6". Still
Incredibly
built
tall,
like
man.
a broad, incredibly broad. But I am a human, and I just have like this very like scowl. Like the face is a permanent scowl, regardless of what expression I have.
It doesn't make much sense for Misty to be disguised as a Hell Knight currently, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
What is your human name? Is it Hugh Man?
Human.
Certainly the Conqueror, of course,
It's York.
is, dressed a lot more simply. Nothing nearly as foppish or extravagant, but still is dressed very nicely. So, how about the two half elves? Are you disguised at all?
Yes, I am in my chillaxing clothes. My armor can be hidden under me, so it's fine. I'm basically chilling. I'm gonna help my brother.
Then the man will be like, "It's all nice to have more visitors. Exciting to see all these people on the ship. Never didn't expect to see much, and nice to see such a gentle gnome as yourself aboard. Heading into town to help with some business or work. I hear too some of the best and brightest statues and works of architecture done by gnomes such as yourself. Great work in hometown and home country. I am there on other business, but perhaps some of my family might be interested in the future. I am more of the merchant variety. Still do trade, but I do have, I believe, brethren in the country. Excellent. Well, follow me to your quarters. Sorry to say that all passengers have to share quarters together, so you're going to have to share it with that kindly old man who's aboard. Strange
Kindly
one.
old man.
Yeah, passenger. They came aboard in Absalom.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Absalom.
That's to the east. It's the island.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, what Absalom? Oh, I see it. Okay, the Isles of Cortos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cortos?
He's a long way from home.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a long way
to be
from
fair,
home.
we're way further.
Anyway.
I know you asked earlier what I was dressed like. I think Jacub would have gone like full into this Inquisitor stuff.
Insignia.
Signier.
Signifier.
Signifier.
It's a Hell Knight.
It said he would essentially in a couple days that we were in Marab, I would have tried to get like the glamored magic item like enchantment put onto something that I owned. That way I can like glamour the rest of my outfit. And I think it's like 2,500 gold from what I read last time, but I could definitely be wrong. So I would be dressed up as a half-elven woman. Well, no, they hate elves, right?
They don't particularly like elves, no.
They don't particularly like elves. Nope.
So I would have gone human, like full human then at that point.
Absolutely do not go tiefling.
Oh God, no. Something closer to what would be like an everyday common human, brunette hair, a little pale, dark, dark eyes, and her dress would be in the same. What I looked as were the same colors as like Cheliax, like black and reds and grays, and a lot of mixtures of those.
Okay.
But yeah.
Revia, anything special for a disguise or just a general disguise?
Yeah, I whatever the disguise Misty's given me, I'm wearing some sort of hat, presumably that covers my ears. So it's hard to notice.
He's a very nondescript person.
Anyway, so you'll be shown to the quarters, which technically is just a area of the level where the crew quarters is, where it's a smaller area that's kind of walled off from the rest of the crew bunks and stuff. And it still is very open. So it's not like it's like closed off. It's basically got the center like walkway with the bunks along the side of the walls, and the crew areas are basically through an extra set of walls which block the way, and then you have personal curtains on either side. There's enough space to basically split it between you. One of the sides has in one of the bunks right now, one of the hammocks is in looks to be a kind of older gentleman with a kind of like a simple cap with a feather on it, kind of like pushed over his face, kind of a scruffy mid-length beard, and you can see he's just dressed in fairly simple brown kind of robes and stuff, just kind of very loose clothing, and he just kind of is just laying there, relaxing in the hammock on the one side. There's probably enough for 3 people on either side, we'll say. Or 4 people on every side. So you have 6 people. So you will have to split some people on the same side as the elderly gentleman. But
It's fine. This is an old dude.
Mhm.
From half.
That's fun.
anyway, are you doing anything or just waiting for the ship to depart? Because it will then.
I'll just wait. Chill.
Okay. The ship.
I think on that last day I would pick up some more stuff for crafting scrolls. That would be about it.
You simply could go. You easily go into town in Marab. Just inform the people there that you're going in to grab something before you go. It'll be the rest of the day here, and then tomorrow at noon is when the ship's departing. So certainly the ship will be busy, unloading and loading in a few things. Certainly, though, Thuvia isn't known for shipping out many things beyond the obvious one. There are still some goods that can be picked up from Thuvia and taken out. So certainly it seems as though the ship, though, has a much lighter load than it did. But probably much more profit at this point in time. Anyway, you all kind of settle in. The elderly gentleman won't really speak to anybody. He'll get up at a certain point in time and head to the area where the crew's meals are. And if he's not resting, he'll kind of be seen there. But you do get the sense that at least those of you that have any ranks and sense motive, you get the sense that he is like, at least giving you a side eye, like, probably more curiosity at who his bunkmates are, but he doesn't say anything.
Fair.
And then the next day, noon will come, and the ship will depart. And it will be another fairly decent journey of approximately, probably, oh god, what distance is that off the top of my head?
It's a bits away.
It's a couple miles, more than 2.
So it's like normally, directly it'd be like more like 200 miles. So it's probably like a 250 to 300, depending on sailing around things and stuff
It'll
like that.
take a little bit.
So it'll be like between a week and a half to 2 weeks, I'll say, of travel. It's a simple sailing ship. The crew goes about their business very well. They seem friendly. They enjoy drinks, games in the evening and stuff like that. Certainly you'd be free to join in with any kind of like dice games, card games and stuff like that. Normally it's over like copper pieces and stuff like that. Nothing major. Seems like they keep the games down to basically change to allow them. And then of course the meals will be probably fairly bland. As much as nice as your first ship trip was, the meals were a little better on that one, I'd say. But if you're not doing anything aboard the ship, then the week and a half to 2 weeks will pass, and you will arrive at West Crown. West Crown itself. Well, go. You can say
I
something.
said, we're in, boys. We've infiltrated.
Oh, shit.
This is
As impressive
probably
for
the
us.
most different environment that you like. Certainly, being in a desert is very different, but Cheliax environment is now something else entirely vastly different than that. You're no longer in tropical jungle kind of territory as you were in the Shackles and the nearby terrain, which you were kind of used to, or the deserts of northern Grund, which honestly, as much as it was dry, at least it was a similar temperature to what most of you were used to. Now, probably this would be described as at most Mediterranean or a little cooler. So certainly, you're in a very different environment than you were before, even now. And West Crown itself is a old city, made of a. It has a massive statue in the that kind of you will see as the ship's coming in. Do I have what that statue is called, or is it just something I can kind of see? I don't know. Anyway, the port is probably much more orderly than anything you've ever seen. Certainly, there seems to be a lot of security around the area. Everybody's going about their business. There is still, like, you can see, like, things, like, as you're arriving and pulling in the ship, things. Of course, there is probably a simple pub around the thing for sailors to come in and enjoy a drink or something after their time at the sea, and a fresh meal. But as the ship comes in, a very well-dressed, very strict man will come up, kind of with a board with some like a board carried with some papers on it, and we'll meet with the first mate, discussing and trading some information and things like that for about honestly 20 minutes of like exchanging papers and discussing things before he will turn around and head back onto the ship and address everybody. First addressing the crew to begin, disembarking materials and switching out cargo and stuff. And we'll kind of turn towards those that are the passengers and says, you'll have to check in with the dockmaster, of course, as a person immigrating into the city. But otherwise, you're all free to leave the ship if this is your departure point. I know that seems like all of you are departing here at West Crown. The elderly man, who has his stuff with him, who's kind of like a simple bag he'll be kind of carrying, will be like, thank you. He'll kind of like tip that hat he's wearing and then kind of walk down, pulling out a set of paperwork and presenting it to the man that still waits there, and discussing with him for a few minutes. The rest of you are left to depart.
I guess we go.
Okay.
Present our paperwork. Enter the city.
All right.
Kept following Misty.
What is your purpose here in Cheliax?
Cheliax?
There's technically an A there, but I keep forgetting it.
Chelaxia?
Cheliax, it should be, I think.
I don't know if
Yeah,
the A
it's
is for now.
I think the A is silent now.
I'd like to say
like-
Cheliax because it sounds like I might have heard that, but it looks like it's Cheliax. So it might be
I'm
silent.
googling it. Yeah, it's Cheliax.
Yeah, Cheliax.
I keep saying Cheliax
Well-
because I think I heard someone say it somewhere. But
Cheliax just flows better.
Yeah.
It's also one less syllable, which is why it's easier to say.
Okay. What was his question?
Your purpose for arriving in Cheliax?
Right, it's an excellent question. We should have discussed that first.
We're here to see family.
I thought we had I thought we came up with a reason. Did we not?
No.
This is never just...
We never had
Jesus, we're so bad.
we never had this actual discussion in character. I assume Sam.
So this is part of like a movie where they go through a flashback scene of us discussing the plan.
Clearly.
So,
What was the plan?
so
Listen, guys.
are we doing goods? Are we like peddling goods, or are we? Is that the plan?
No, I don't know if you can really do that. Swashbuckler. I think
They don't have a merchant economy, merchant class.
well, they don't really trade with people. Only a
Okay,
couple of places trade with people between Cheliax and other people. They're very
that's
Like,
fair.
the ship that came in is a Chelaxian merchant ship.
yeah.
They can do trade.
It'd be weird if
So-
we were like, we're just merchants.
Yeah, well, we could just say maybe we're transporting goods inland. And then,
What
We
goods
can't-
are
we-
we transporting?
what goods do we have from Duvia, perhaps?
This is a mercantile city, though, which is the good news about it.
So it makes sense.
This is the major port that brings in stuff to the river here, the Adavian River, which those that go up the Adavian River head to, of course, the capital of Cheliax, Agorian.
How about we're trying to set up trade negotiations?
Oh, I see. We're Star Wars.
Yes, we are.
That way we're not trying to say, hey, we have stuff to sell. Well, what do you
Yeah.
have?
We are setting up trade relations with someone in a different city. I'm looking at cities on the way to where we're going, so it seems realistic. So, I don't know. I assume we could get a good enough map of the area that we can pick out a town that's
I
inland.
lived here. I can just tell you.
Yeah. So, we pick a city that's west of West Crown, inland. So, we have to go that way.
I will tell you that it's very... Myste, you would know from the nature of the things here, there isn't a lot of trade like that that people from outsiders would go. Outside trade comes here and then goes north, and that's about it for this trade in this area, and then it's distributed.
Mhm.
So, theoretically, if you're going anywhere and telling them that you're going anywhere, you'd probably mention to them,
Oh.
you head to
Yeah, we could
Agorian,
say no.
the capital.
Yeah,
Well, the question is, do we even have to tell them where we're going? They want to know that.
They probably will want to know that.
So far,
Right.
the only question is, what is your purpose here? But
Yeah. Okay. Maybe the trading is maybe not the best bet. Visiting family?
They
could
visit
be-
family or pilgrimage.
Oh, pilgrimage. That's not
Because
bad.
This place does worship Asmodeus.
But then we would probably have to go north, right?
I mean, they're not gonna
There's
follow us.
most likely a church in the. Well, this used to be the capital. There's a big church here.
It's true. But will they question us when we leave the city? This is like, I guess that probably would be good. Can we, like,
Wasn't it?
I don't imagine Cheliax has open borders in terms of people.
there is technically one other religion which is technically followed in Cheliax. The Shaylin people practice their religion very openly.
Yeah.
Ah.
Most
Well-
religions are actually banned.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
Well,
know
the-
why they get along with Shaylin. Probably something happened. Probably.
my question is there like a freedom of mobility in Cheliax?
Probably.
Like, are we able
Shall-
to actually move from city to city, or is it going to be like you have to tell me why you're coming to the city or leaving the city?
Generally speaking,
That changes our
uh,
reasoning.
most likely. I mean, it's a police state, but it's hard to police people leaving a city that way.
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
well, but entering a city, you might need to make paperwork.
you
or
might have
whatever.
paperwork for entering a city, but certainly leaving a city, like,
Yeah,
generally
you might
speaking,
be like, what do you call it? Like the normal people might be bound to an area, like a city or whatever,
Mhm.
right, or a town. That's like historically how people did it. But that's in what do you call it? That's feudalism. So it's a little different than this.
yeah.
Yeah, we can
okay,
do
so
pilgrimage. I
technically,
think
other
pilgrimage is
other religions are allowed in Cheliax as long as they don't supplant Asmodeus as the head of Cheliax. That's the kind of way they go.
I concur with pilgrim move, and then we could just make up and figure out our problems on the way to the next town. Unless we have a better idea.
Knowledge religion to someone.
Not me.
Yeah, I can
Not my
try
best.
as well.
Roll.
Not my best either.
Ah.
Oh, Jacob.
Don't worry.
Nearly
I read it.
Jacob's best.
Okay, Jacob, something I can give you that might work, because it might be easier to honestly lie about, is, though it'd probably be very rare, because Iomade was born of Cheliax blood, was born Chelaxian, technically speaking, Iomadian pilgrims do occasionally come here.
Oh.
Indeed.
Her church's headquarters moved to Taldor.
Well, why wouldn't we see where pilgrims of Asmodeus though? That just seems like the easier answer, no?
None of you are very lawful evil.
Well, yeah, but they're not gonna like detect and alignment us, right?
Can they do that?
We don't know.
Do we want to test that?
I mean, like, okay.
So,
I'm just saying,
not
like,
assuming, like, who's in front of us asking this? Is this like, I mean, like, a normal person be like, I'm gonna.
this seems
do
like
something.
a bureaucrat. I will tell you.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have. I mean, he might, I guess. I mean, I want to come up as chaotic no matter what happens. So, like,
Okay.
it's not, if we get detected, it's not like things are gonna be bad. So, like,
I'm more lawful neutral, so that should be fine. Like, no
No,
one
but
here
I-
is really good.
I radiate chaos.
That's
I mean,
fair.
the good news is, Iomade hasn't been banned yet, because her paladins haven't burned the city to the ground. It's a few years out from now.
Yeah.
Well, we
Alright.
just say we're doing a pilgrimage. We don't have to say what, unless they ask what gods.
Like, okay, so you're just gonna say pilgrimage?
Yeah.
Is everyone cool with this as the plan?
The man will
Pilgrimage?
raise an eyebrow and kind of like look at you, and then kind of like look you over for like half a minute and be like, "Final destination."
It's a good movie.
And are we cool just saying our final destination is quarantine?
Quarantine, where's that?
That's
where-
a destination.
yeah.
I think quarantine's back on the ship, probably.
No.
No, is that no?
Quarantine would
Well-
not be a religious center.
No,
the
but
capital would be.
Yes.
yeah, but maybe that's just where we range for our departure, right?
I don't think that's what he's asking. He seems to be
Okay.
asking where you're
Probably
going to
going
try
to
to go to as your pilgrimage.
Yeah.
The world wound? Is that weird to say? Like,
No,
I'm playing
we're
like
not
that.
going there.
That's
I want to
Venus.
see the world
That's
wound.
very different and also very
But-
far away.
Yeah, that's nowhere
Do you
near
want to
here.
just say the capital, Igorian?
That's fine.
Igorian, yeah.
Ignorant? Yeah.
The great capital of Cheliax.
Cheliax.
Yes, lip service, great, indeed.
I do speak Infernal, to be clear, so I don't know if that matters.
Most people speak Taldan.
Yeah, I mean, I got all languages.
He'll be like
You'll
flipping
be-
through his like paperwork looking for things. Alright, as pilgrims, you require a specialized pass to pass into Cheliax. All hail the great Dark Lord Asmodeus. Welcome to the wonderful, his bountiful empire here on Galarian. There will be a tax and fine for such things for your passage. In order to arrange that, you'll be required to meet with a member of the Church of Asmodeus here within Westcrown before beginning your pilgrimage in earnest towards, I guess in this case, Ogorian. Please make sure to check in with them within 1 day before departing. You will expect it to check in with the gate guards to inform them that you are on your way as non-Chelaxian citizens while heading north, or if you're heading by foot, if you're arranging for a ferry, it will be the same for you to check in with the dockmaster. Failure to do so will be punishable by imprisonment and possible enslavement for your transgressions against the great Chelaxian Empire. Anyway, any questions so far?
Oh, hail Asmodeus. Nervous, I'm sweating.
Again, lip service will get you nothing at this point in time. Thank
Do
you
you
for
have-
your patronage. Anyway,
Sorry.
it will be 5 gold per pilgrim. for passage through Chelaxian's borders. Anything else? Any questions?
Yeah.
Raises their
Can we
hand.
get
I'll pay.
can we get like a written copy of all of that? That seems like really important information.
I can help them.
Excellent. A written copy. It can be provided to you upon questioning. You will have to follow me back to the Dockmaster's offices, and we can get you a proper contract for you to sign.
Yeah, I will just have to read over the contract. You know, that's what
Oh,
all
good.
people do. Read contracts.
Can
We really
hire
are
a
followers of
lawyer?
Asmodeus.
Yeah, can we hire a devil to help us? Like,
I literally will hire a lawyer. I will pay for a lawyer just to read and do all the contracts for us.
He'll flip up. If you have a lawyer, either infernal or mortal, one can be asked for or provided to you for
No.
deals with it
I
comes
didn't
to
think I was gonna get
contracts.
interrogated on
Who's
my
my does
pilgrimage.
No, we're done.
Anyways, don't worry. I'll whisper you my plan because I haven't
Yep.
informed you a lot.
Follow me. He'll flip the papers all back together. Then he's
Yep.
got kind
I
of
love
like
this.
connected
So we
together and
both
start walking.
contracts.
Let's, I think we should. I guess we follow. I guess to collect the contract.
Mm-hmm.
We can't kill him.
Can we sign? Can we spend the night to read this over
Are you
and
sure?
sign it tomorrow?
No. If you need pulling out the packet of papers again and flipping it up. If you need
Jesus.
a lawyer and if infernal or mortal to provide for you advice, one can be provided.
Yeah, can you get us a preferably mortal one?
Yes.
Which are better?
I don't care.
He'll
If
just
preferably-
do this and go. And coming from outside, basically he's led you into this large building that seems to be scream office. There seems to be a he's not the only dock master. It seems like there's a group of dock masters with an overseer over all of them that are handling a lot of the trade because it does require a lot of bureaucracy and time to check things in. There's also a certain presence that seems more than guards here at this location. There does seem to be a military presence that's definitely here, those that are a lot more elite. And as you are walking in, there is a man that seems to be hanging around the... what's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm frequently forgetting it. The entrance area. In this black spined armor. That just seems to be kind of like sitting there, currently, with a dagger out, picking at his nails.
Can we quickly just do a group conversation before we proceed?
If you want to stop here before being led into the office with a discussion on the thing, sure.
Rebuttal.
Yeah, we huddle.
He'll give you
I've
directions
lost
to his office, and then he'll move down the hall, like a hall to it. There's like a
I
hall.
don't know what happened. I'm so lost. I just asked if we could have it written out so I know what
Sign
to do.
the paperwork.
This
Just
is
sign it.
Bureaucracy. I know you haven't dealt with this before. It's bureaucracy.
Yeah, I'm just used to killing bureaucrats.
I don't know. I kind of like this. We're just kind of getting led to places. I don't have to think at all. This is actually kind of awesome for a little bit.
Okay, should we read over the documents before signing?
Sign the documents. Find peace and release.
Okay, let's go. All right, let's go in, I guess.
Alright, so then he provides you the paperwork, you ask for the lawyer, he's arranging for a lawyer to come in. A younger gentleman, probably like early 20s, will come in and be like, yes sir, is there something I can provide you with? These folks here are looking for a barrister to review the contract with them. Please inform the local one to send a member representative to speak. Very good, sir. He'll move off at a brisk pace, and about 20 minutes later, a man who's probably in his late 30s, early 40s, slightly overweight, with a kind of fine outfit on, with a kind of powdered, a white powdered wig on, will kind of enter into the room. What's this all about that I've been called upon? These pilgrims here would like to get a copy of the contract, and Pointed would like to have a advice legally about the contract. The man will kind of throw it down on his desk, pick up his packet of paperwork, and then be like, I will go get a drink of water and allow you to review that with your temporary clients. Before we get started, it'll be a 10 gold piece fine. Or not fine.
I like how everything's fine.
I do love the thought of everyone wording it as a fine.
I'll give it to him.
A 10 gold piece cost for my services bringing me here, and for the legal advice.
So is this contract safe?
As with most Chelaxian contracts, they tend to be very simplistic, but yet still filled with various deep thoughts to them. In layman's term, yes, it usually is safe. I'm familiar with many of these things, and my specialty is, of course, in more mortal law, and you are not asking for immortal law at this point in time, though I assume the reason that you did not call upon your demonic host to give you advice in this case as worshippers is that you're just more in for, or I'm sorry, devilish host. That's me as the GM misspoken.
Demonic's a different one.
Sorry.
Very a little different, you know.
That's me misspeaking for a second. But recognizing I misspoken and, pointing it out. Most contracts like this do not have fine print, as it is not required. It's a very simplistic one. It just implies that you will obey the tenets of this, and there are a few tenets here. You pay the fees for traveling within Chelaxian lands, 5 gold pieces apiece. You will then, within 24 hours, within a full day, visit one of the local shrines or temples to Asmodeus within the city and get proper permission or guidance for your pilgrimage from a Asmodean priest or other member of the clergy that is operating there. The member of said clergy does not need to be the high priest or any higher member, at least has to be one that is considered a full member of the clergy and not an apprentice. Understand? Great. After which, you then have to bring the signed information that will be part of this contract in this page here. He'll flip up the contract to a page where it has an area where the member of the clergy will sign off here. We will deliver this part of the page to here, where they will they will see it and recognize that it has been signed. Otherwise, this page, if you didn't ask for a contract, this page would have been provided to you alone, which you would have had to got signed. After which, before you leave, whether by boat or by land, you must check in at the appropriate area. At the river docks for heading north, if you are to take a ferry to the north towards the capital, or if your pilgrimage is by land, you must approve it at the gates and check in with them by providing them, flipping up again this page, which also would have been provided to you, to whoever it is that you are going. Understand?
I got it, yes.
Yaalkol reaches out to sign.
It's their first time, not mine.
Well, at least one of you has some knowledge of it, so he'll explain some finer points of the contract, just of like the penalties and like things like that, and the understanding that like how the different penalties apply. Kind of go over some basics for you. Someone pay the man 10 gold as he'll depart, and you're allowed to be signed the contract, which will be you will be provided a copy of, including the 2 pages which are most important, one which has to be signed off by an Asmodean cleric, and one that has to be provided to whichever way you're leaving the city, whether by boat or by land. And I'm assuming you're leaving by land because that means you can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please,
Okay.
God, please.
We have to meet up with a caravan.
Yeah. Okay.
You now have to meet up with
What
a
games
priest.
are we signing?
I have prepared. All right. Alright, I got a way to get around the fact that I'm gonna, if they try to detect alignment me, I'm gonna ping chaotic. I figured a solution, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have these nice
You have
amulets?
the amulets that
that
They
protect
can't-
do
against
not
that thing?
protect against
Mine does. Good
detect
fuck.
alignment spells.
Ah,
Mine
They only protect against scrying. The spell protects against everything else.
there is technically only one of you. Well, I guess if they did
Only me. It's me.
I'm
glowing.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you're not gonna come
You're
up
not-
as
you're not a
good
divine
because you're
caster,
not-
so-
you don't
None,
have a
none of
aura.
you, they would have to have a much more powerful spell to directly detect alignment, but, like, yes, there's someone that has an aura of chaos
yeah.
to them.
I have a solution. I would have prepared it today. It's a level 2 spell. So like, I was just looking. So
Okay. Anyway, so, I need to take my break because I got some things to do for a little bit here. You'll sign the contract, and we'll leave off with for a minute. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer break here because I have to go take care of something quickly for like, I'll say about 20 minutes, give or take, of a break. So, if people here can, either just hang out, chat, if anybody's around in chat, entertain them like lightning. Entertain lightning in chat or something. I will be back as soon as I can. I will get this done, taken care of, and then we'll be back, and we'll continue with it here. So, as I said, 20 minutes, give or take. I'm going to guess it's going to be a little longer, but I'm going to aim for that as best I can. Try my best to be as quick as possible. So, anyway, we're back in a little bit, and then we'll continue on with, you've got some things to take care of here in town before you leave anyway. So, be back in a second. We'll be back in a little bit then. I'm telling these buttons to
Yeah, and
go
those are
back.
scary.
And that, yeah,
can't-
then also the Nintendo properties fucking sue. They'll come for us. This I've already DMCA'd the stream. We're done for. Oh man.
We're doomed.
Never forget Nintendo pushed an update to the 3DS to stop you from hacking it.
They're just gonna sue Tantus so he has to pay for the rest of his fucking life.
How dare you stream Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah.
How dare you stream our content?
You fucking pleb! You shall pay for your life.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Are we in pog form?
A good thing I didn't miss anything. Gosh.
I'm pretty pog.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm pogging so hard right now.
I'm pogging so
Sorry
hard
about
right now.
this is a bit of a break. If you're watching on YouTube, you can skip it'll be skipped all that for you. So you have an advantage. All right.
Yo, wait, this is on YouTube?
If you're on if you're
I do upload it. I upload it. Yes.
Yo, so I'm a streamer. Just
Okay.
hashtag gay.
Wow.
Wait,
I've made content.
wait, that doesn't make any sense, Henry. You're on stream right now. You mean I'm a YouTuber? That was the revelation. Not the streaming part.
That's fair, yeah. Okay. I'm a content creator. Sorry, I'm an influencer, guys. It's fine.
Oh no!
He's gonna wear a lot of shades now. He's gonna be fucking unbearable.
I think some sort of weird product to create.
He's got the apology ready.
Oh god, yeah. All right. Speaking of apologies, we're gonna have to sign something and apologize for our actions later.
Make sure to hit the like and subscribe.
Someone's got to go talk to some priests to get some papers signed.
Mm-hmm.
So we just signed this contract and we're good to go to the priest.
Okay. Is there any way that Jacub can read over this? Because one, he's never read a Cheliaxian contract. And that's
Sure.
interesting.
You have a copy of it.
Yeah, we have a written copy. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, and then two, we signed our fake names, right? Like my name's June
Yeah.
Myste.
No, I just quickly, came to the place where I wanted dead and signed my real name.
I don't know, because did anyone talk to the captain about it? Because he's probably like, "Yeah, cool,
I was asking.
Oh
about
no! I know that we're.
Right,
I
and
understand that we're under that. I can understand the concept that we're in disguise.
It's not owlbear.
Children can literally understand that you're in disguise.
We're using our fake names, yes.
Chester's
Yeah.
just rolling his eyes like, dude, yeah, we talked about this.
Well, no, I asked when we were signing. I'm like, do we have
Yeah, we're
fake
using
names we
fake.
came up with?
We
Because
do-
I
we
don't
do-
want to sign my real name
We
here.
assume we have fake names.
Yeah, but we don't have to use them because that's gonna be really hard to remember.
Yeah.
My name is Dig Tiglet.
No, I'm writing all this down. Dick
Are you
Tiglet.
Diggle from the CW Arrow series?
Man, I
Oh my
forgot,
god.
I forgot all about
No,
that
I wasn't.
existing.
Now I am.
Dick Tiglet.
Thank you for bringing up something that I
Write that down. Write that down.
forgot existed.
Dude, I'm so good, dude. I'm pulling out all these references.
Oh
You
man.
know,
I remembered a
Whoa.
couple of Digimon. I'm proud of that one.
You
I am
remember
now.
one Digimon.
I am now.
That's enough. That's
Literacy.
enough Digimon.
Bro,
Don't
that's all the
bully
media
him.
literally- I
All I'm
watched
saying
the
is Angelmon is
CW
gay,
DC
though.
series in Digimon. Okay, that's my media.
I am now Dirk Lurk.
You're Dirk Lurk.
Okay,
Okay,
you saw
I
that?
have a Chelaxian fake name.
DIRK space LURK.
Sure.
Did I get that
Alright,
right?
who wants to talk to the priest?
With an H at the end.
yeah, I can talk to the priest.
Misty, Chelaxian name.
All right.
I can direct you to the temple. I assume I remember where it is.
Sure.
Just burn it to the ground partially.
Based?
Wait, are you revisiting the scene of your own crime?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm one
that's
to
a bad
to the
idea.
city.
I've read enough. Jacob's read enough books, you know that's probably not a good idea.
This is the
Yeah,
only
no,
way
it was
that
like say it was a
Misty can kill
while.
anything.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah,
Some priest
exactly.
is gonna somehow recognize you, and he's gonna be stalking us.
No, I killed all the priests that were before. Don't worry.
And
Don't worry,
they're-
there's new ones. There's new ones.
We're also disguised, so
No one
presumably we're fine.
Yeah.
I love this.
It's alright. From
Well,
now
for
on,
you guys- Technically, Misty has never told you why she's wanted in this city.
You know, never wanted to pry.
I assume it was because you were a traitor and defected.
Well, we know that, but you know,
I feel no need to ask. I best trust you implicitly.
if it was important, you would tell us.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I believe. Misty would tell us if it was important.
Totally. Anyway, all right. A Church of Asmodeus.
Yeah, I bet it feels stuffy.
No, actually, it is very gothic cathedral.
No.
Except it's like with massive. Except it's like black stone with huge red banners adorning it, emblazoned with the symbols of the symbol of Asmodeus.
Big pentagram.
Are there a lot of goat heads too?
No, I don't think that's him. I think that's a different one.
Yeah. There are like gargoyles of imps and other devils, kind of like adorning the crown of the front of the cathedral as you're kind of entering into it. Massive stained glass with horrific, hellish depictions of like conquests of hell and things like that.
Feels right at home.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess it was just Misty that's going here for this?
God, no, this
Yeah,
is a
I'm-
terrible idea to have me go alone.
No, we all have to go.
I
there.
think we all have to go, right?
That's a technicality, that's true.
And I hate being technically correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best time.
It's the best kind of correct.
It would have been
Yeah.
funnier
We
if
all
not all of you went, because then I would have mentioned it after you were done everything.
I think we all have to go there, right?
Mhm.
Am I correct on that?
We all have
Yes.
to be
So we all go.
What
I
are we all
think I will handle the talking here,
Yeah.
just because the situation
situation?
looks at a person that is a situation.
Hey,
So they're from the shore.
Stand silently.
Hey, listen, all of us are situations sometime.
Yeah, of course, especially. He does a lot of gym and tanning.
As you're kind of entering in as your group and heading in, there is a sermon going on currently.
Put my
That-
hands together.
There's a man kind of like towards the front pronouncing, the glory of Asmodeus and giving a sermon on the glory of, hellish conquest and the powers of Cheliax and stuff like that. And Misty, there is something that is very chilling that is here too. For you
boy.
at least.
Yeah.
Because as you're kind of entering, you will see that there is a a lesser priest, not someone that's giving a sermon, kind of towards the back of the place, speaking with 3 individuals.
Oh.
Who you will recognize as Inquisitors.
Oh.
Let's
Fun.
turn around, guys.
I'm glad I did not put that mask on because they'd ask me Inquisitor stuff. I have no idea how
Fine, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in disguise. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We're normal people here, dude.
Aren't
Normal
they
people.
commonplace here? Because we can't really avoid them.
No,
Yes
but it's a
and
little
no.
different when you're like asking to get permission for a
Secret
pilgrimage.
That's true.
They're basically like
You
the
know-
secret police is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, and you know what? You usually want to try to avoid them, but it's fine. We got this,
Do I
boys. I'm prepared.
recognize any of them?
No.
We're good.
The one that seems to be the leader is speaking. The other 2 are wearing masks.
Okay.
After a little bit, like as you're kind of walking up, the priest will kind of like it seems as though I have people that I must address for the sermon, and the one that's speaking will go, very well, kind of turn and kind of walk by you. As you're kind of walking by, one of the individuals in the mask will kind of like stop and kind of like look towards your group, and kind of be like,
I'd like to say I have a passive disguise at 18. So my disguise is pretty good.
yeah.
And you've made all of our disguises.
Yes.
I have a habit disguise, which I believe gives me a +10.
Yeah, something like that.
Disguise self.
He'll kind of cock his head for a second and be like,
+10.
behave yourself, outsiders. We're guests.
Hey, well,
And then we'll kind of turn and leave.
Do whatever Myste told us to do if we get talked to by an Inquisitor.
Yeah. Say nothing and nod.
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what I just did. Look at that. God, I was
Smile
like,
and nod, smile and nod.
smile and wave, boys.
I'm
No,
smile.
don't leave.
I don't think smiling is appropriate. Up, you smile!
No, frown and nod, frown and nod.
Smiling's actually illegal in Cheliax.
Damn.
Smiling is like what frowning is to us.
Wait, I thought like as one of those
Happiness
freaks,
is
like,
banned.
the ability to do whatever you want, right? Like
It's
you
still a
never had-
police state.
Oh, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
If you're too happy, they don't trust you.
Yeah.
what can
Being
I
a
do you
slave.
with? If you are coming for the sermon, you are a little late for it, travelers.
Do we have a paper for him to sign?
We do have a
basically?
paper. We have the
Yeah.
contract and stuff.
I pull out this. We need your permission to partake in a pilgrimage.
Where is the end point for your pilgrimage?
I point at where it says it Igorian.
Not the city. Where in the city? Which temple are you visiting? Which shrine?
Would I know the main temple?
We could always play dumb, but we actually don't.
Probably.
know. You can
I will
always
give
take
the name of the large temple.
Very good. What is the purpose of your pilgrimage? There are many
Sorry.
places to our great Lord Asmodeus you may visit.
These individuals are a recent converts.
It is our first test of faith.
Mm.
I nod.
I see. I'll need Revia and Myste to give me knowledge religion checks. The person's gonna try to like catch you on some Asmodean lore.
26.
Oh, that shit. He's a lore geek.
Well, this makes sense though. I'm a new recruit, so I shouldn't know that much.
Well, you said they're new recruits, implying that you might have been less new.
No, Misty said.
I swear I heard you say it, but
No, I didn't say it.
okay.
It was a
It
Momo
was
plan.
me,
Rips off Fake's mask.
Dio.
It was me. Or
Anyway,
reverse flash.
after asking you some questions and kind of going through some information that is very centric to the Asmodean religion, just basically running down a bunch of questions, which certainly does feel like you're being interrogated to a degree.
Yeah, that's fair.
Makes sense.
I've done this song and dance before.
Mhm. Seems as though your new recruits are kind of looking them over. Fine enough. Well, do you require a guide?
No, I know them.
Would it be weird to say that that Asmodeus will lead the way?
Be a little weird.
Yeah, he's not really that type of god, you know. He's more of a hands-off, tell you to do something.
I mean, if you want to like directly sell your soul, he'll lead you the way.
Yeah.
God no. I already sold my soul. I don't think you can do that again.
Yeah. You got diplomatic immunity from it.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Have Diplo immunity.
It's gonna cost a ruckus.
Pretty good way to say for a reason to sell your soul, I gotta say.
You can always trade diplomatic immunity for directions.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it seems like a bad
That's
trade.
funny.
I'll be...
No. Great trade. Great trade. Anyway.
Note to self, don't let Tantus make trade deals.
I've seen him do it before.
Trade, you offer me your soul and I'll give you vague directions that aren't even accurate.
that's exactly what it is.
He'll just say, go north.
Go north,
loser.
stupid. Follow the river. You'll
You
get
could
there.
have just you could have bought
Follow
a map for
river.
5 gold.
Follow the bloody road.
Just follow the river that goes by the river.
Follow, like, literally everyone else leaving to go north.
Yeah. Anyway. The person will kind of give you all a look over again afterwards and how well, it seems though your recruits do seem to have some form of earnesty to them. Nonetheless, kind of put together like a thing and kind of give pick the paperwork, kind of sign it over for all of you and be like, I hope your stay in Cheliax is fine, and I will inform those of your arrival.
Thanks.
Nod.
The church will be
Do
prepared for you
whatever.
to stop by.
Wait, so that means we actually have to go and visit this
No, we
church?
don't.
We could just get killed on the road. Who knows?
Well, I mean, it does mean that you technically kind of have a time limit because they might get suspicious.
That's
We're
right,
looking for
we
you.
can always die. Thanks.
Yeah, it's true.
If Yaalkol dies here, does he get his one up and resurrects back here? Just to
Yes.
die again?
Well,
He
he
died.
resurrects wherever he died. It's like, that's how resurrection works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a god thing. I don't know. Maybe he gets a go checkpoint.
I mean,
he loads his quick save.
if somehow
Roll
he's
one.
separated into multiple pieces, I would give him the option as to which he would he would resurrect at.
Yeah.
Interesting conclusion.
Thanks. Thanks, Tantus. The choice is what matters, honestly.
Someone took your hand as a trophy. Do you want to resurrect that?
Wait, that'd be so great. As like
That
a
would be
big-
hilarious, though.
You resurrected a bag of holding.
Oh no. As someone's necklace? Because it's a necklace that's a hand, right?
So he just like his hand, a body grows out from it.
Just chokes at you.
Kool-Aid man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right, you are in West Crown. West Crown is as I said, as much as like the church here has the black stone, it's a lot of white stone, wood, a very Mediterranean feel for the entire area, and especially in this city here, it's known for being basically a set of islands and canals connected together. So it has a very Venusian feel, except probably like not as many canals and not as many like squished in canals. Still canals. Anyway,
You mean Venetian?
whatever.
Sorry, you said the new scene.
This is gonna be a
We're
different
Venus?
feel.
You got like you hurt my soul as an Italian.
And roasted him.
You
He's
said
just trying to
Venus.
live.
It's all the same thing.
No,
I
no.
was
He's
just like,
already dead.
We
I don't
just
even know,
ended
like-
up on Venus.
yeah,
in
sorry,
a-
I was just making sure I wasn't going insane because
Too late, you are insane.
Yeah.
that one was wild.
I
You're welcome.
assume I have previously contacted my dear mother to meet here somewhere, so I will attempt to locate that caravan.
Sure.
It's a Varisian caravan. I don't think it's that hard to miss.
No. They probably would meet you on the outskirts of the city.
Yeah, so that's the plan. We're leaving the city unless you guys got stuff to do.
Let's go. Okay. Departing White Crown, you hand off your paperwork to the gate guards. Disappear along the road to the north, out of view.
Yep.
Wait until no one's around, and then depart. Hide amongst the farmland, the wheat fields, and various things like that. Moving around to basically another side of the town. I guess, does someone want to give me, like, not being suspicious to the locals check? I don't know. For, like, leaving the road and
check.
walking through farmland?
Diplomacy, bluff. What do you want?
Me? Yeah, I don't know.
Give me
I
an
can do
idea of
stealth.
what you want to do. Stealth would work too, but I would need, like, a group stealth check almost, and then, like,
Pass.
because basically, there's, like, farmland and stuff outside of West Crown.
There's roads though, right?
Yes, but usually there's really only like probably three major roads. One to the north, one to the south, one to the west.
Yeah.
So they don't really going from like the north road to the west road where you're meeting up with some people is not as easy. Normally what you do is pass to the city.
I could try like a bluff.
I could try a bluff. I got a pretty decent
Yeah.
bluff.
We could do bluff.
I don't.
I mean,
I can-
presumably we all don't need a roll, right? It could just be like something easier than that. Because if we all roll, that's just bound to make it fail, almost guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
All right, what you're
So-
telling Farmer Joe, who is suspicious as to why you're crossing over his farmland.
You should at least have two people roll, right? But being system.
You know, we're meeting colleague,
Mm-hmm.
and they live over in the town in this direction.
I just take the roads. We'll go on this road or that road. Well, actually, there's roads. You don't have to cross through my fields.
Wait, why wouldn't we just cross over on a road later? Like go north to a road? I figured that's what we'd be doing. I don't know why we would ever even just randomly cross through dude's fields. That seems like a...
What I'm saying is, the direction you're going doesn't easily. Okay. Do you want like the road, the main roads and a lot of the side roads probably don't connect together normally. It's not like we have here. They don't have a lot of those small roads. So if you describe an area that is towards the direction you want to go, most likely, it like if you're heading towards like the western road, let's say, you have to cross over. Like you either have to go outside of the area of the farmland and then loop all the way around, which might take like half a day to a day, because you're exiting the like zone of control of West Crown,
Yeah, no.
or you're crossing random people's fields to basically cut through.
I mean, I feel like taking a day is probably fine. I don't know what the party thinks.
I'll take it. I'm down with taking the day.
I feel like crossing through fields is so sus.
Yes.
That's why, like, I don't know why we would. I think we should just take the safer and just, like, take a wide berth. Maybe there's a small forest we can walk through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
I'm
more
down with that.
sense than cutting through Farmer John's field.
Or, like, go through, like, a hill section where they're really, you know, it's more pastures or whatever, so less people about.
All right, someone give me a survival check to bushwhack your way to where you need to go once you're out of the farm area.
I can do it.
Yeah, that's not me.
If you have any skill in it, you're better than me.
I mean, I have a 20.
Yeah, so
Yeah, roll. Dude, you got it, Momo. Oh, jeez.
That's awesome.
I mean, people can help, you know.
Yeah.
I can try to
Let's
assist.
see.
I don't.
Can.
I actually have
Here,
decent
there you
wisdom, so it might not be terrible for me. Can more
There
than
you
one
go.
person help?
I
Or-
assisted.
Typically
two.
two people.
Yeah, normally.
I
two.
assisted.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
assisted.
16 wisdom?
Yeah.
I don't even have.
Jeez.
So
Who's a wise person?
And she has almost as much as me. I just didn't expect.
All right. You'll manage to arrange. It'll take like an extra day of travel. You kind of move around all the settled areas. You'll kind of get outside the purview of the city, where things kind of like. There's still occasional farmland and stuff like that, but it's a lot more spread out. It's easier that you can go in between it. You kind of wait until probably wait until like an evening time before you depart from there. So I'd assume you're going to probably like kind of move out, find an area where kind of like you can camp, like in like a forest area, where it looks more like you might be like hunters or something camped out at night, and eventually loop all your way around to where your mother's caravan will be. Certainly, it's a Varisian caravan. It's kind of circled in with a bunch of like caravan wagons are kind of like circled up. They've been kind of like probably set up here for an unknown amount of time, but they do seem like they've been established at least, because obviously waiting for you. And they are just kind of like enjoying themselves. There's like a big kind of fire burning in the center, where a large pot has been cooked of some kind of stew, and everybody's kind of like there's some singing, dancing, and kind of a little bit of music and stuff. Traditional Varisian all around.
Very much a stark contrast to where we just were.
Look, Varisians keep to themselves, but they are more fun-loving than your average Shalaxian.
Yep. That is
wow,
true.
this is really nice. Gosh, I feel like presence is.
Well,
very-
living it up.
It's a
Rolling
lifestyle.
out the red carpet.
It's a nice lifestyle.
I still like ships more.
Yeah. I'm partial.
I don't feel good on land. It feels weird. My feet, they're too stable.
Have you guys ever
I push you.
has the rocking
That doesn't, it's
That's
not the
better.
same. No. It doesn't have the, you know, I don't know. The sea is my home.
Well-
Are you feeling homesick?
Well. You call on me? I'm here. Do you have something to say to me?
It's been a long time.
Yes, it has. But perhaps something else to be said. Forgiveness for one's transgressions? For one's terrible life choices?
I'm at peace with my decisions.
Still, you did not bring my counsel when you made such decisions, and I understand you are your own person, but nonetheless, you could have respected me.
Yes, I could have. I was young and stupid. It was a long time ago.
I was old then, and I'm older now.
I'm old now, but I'm not as smart as you.
So the woman speaking to you is kind of gray-haired. She walks with a slight bit of a little bit of a limp, and kind of has a walking cane. Certainly, as though seems still like not like frail kind of limp, like more like maybe an old injury to one of her legs. And does appear to be much older, than Misty, certainly. I'll come now. At least you'd give me a hug.
I do go give my mother a hug.
Mm-hmm. Where's that nice boy of yours?
He unfortunately had to remain. It would be
Makes
too
sense.
suspicious to have many of us here.
Well, come with me. Let's go to my wagon. We can talk there. She's gonna kind of like call out in Varisian to the rest, basically order the caravan to start, finish the meal, start packing up. So certainly like her orders are quickly snapped to as the group begins to basically pack and prepare everything up for the caravan to go. She leads her way to a, it's one of those like, I don't know how to describe these wagons ever, like the
Like a big covered wagon.
covered wagon.
Yeah.
That's I guess that's the best way to describe it. Covered wagon, sure.
Yeah.
They're like
Like the ones with the cloth over.
wagons you can comfortably live in.
Yeah, like the ones that have like walls, roofs, kind of
Yeah.
wagons.
It's like we're going to California.
It's like a trailer park.
Well, California one, it would probably just be cloth roof. This one actually has like a roof, but still.
Like wood and such.
She'll kind of bark at this youngin to like some of this younger person to like get together. Oh, I'm sorry you haven't been around. A great nephew of yours.
Nice to meet you.
Remember your aunt, my sister.
Yes.
She has a grandchild, it turns out.
Hmm.
I would perhaps expect some of those at some point in time.
We're working on it.
Our lifestyle's a little dangerous for children.
All my other children are off doing their own gallivanting things. They at least speak to me, but I don't want to complain too much. Anyway, inside.
Well,
Like shake her hand and thank her for her hospitality.
Inside, she'll prepare like a little bit of like an herbal tea, and kind of offer it to all of you. All of you kind of could squeeze in here, definitely. It does feel a little filled with all.
gotta like squat down.
Yeah, like all six of you, but certainly it has still enough room that you can all be in here with a little bit to spare. There's a nice big, spacious wagon, and she doesn't have a lot of like. There's a lot of things, but they're all like stowed away in various places. So she doesn't have it like it's a wagon. Everything you own is meant to be kind of like hooked down, and you take it out when you need it. So she'll like kind of like bring out a little table, kind of put it down, serve some tea on it, and then be like, "How much did you tell her? What did you tell your mother?" I want to ask that before I go on here because I don't know. We didn't really discuss that. I don't think.
Likely that, likely keeping it to minor details that we need to get to. I'm never gonna say this fucking city name right.
Quarantine.
Quarantine.
Because there's information we need on the Cheliax fleet.
Okay. After you did what you did, you broke the family. You know that?
I can only imagine.
The eyes were on us all for a while. Had to keep their noses down for a good number of years. Even now, we still have to worry. But your brother at least does enough to seemingly make it right. Though I don't agree with what he does. He at least keeps the blame squarely on you.
As it should be.
I have no right to say what my children will do. But I'd rather you not kill your brother.
I don't intend to. In fact, I intend to just avoid him.
I hope that remains true. I don't know what kind of mess you've gotten into. I don't necessarily want to know. You do have seeming like an interesting group of folks here. Fix your hat a little bit there. You can see it poking out a little bit if you're close enough. Saying that to you, Revia.
What?
Ears.
Poking what out? Oh,
Your ear.
it's very uncomfortable, okay? I'm used to tricorns, okay? God. Jesus. How do you people live with these hats?
Comfortably.
Weirdos.
We don't stick our ears under them.
Well, yeah. You know, maybe you should feel it's like that with the sharper ears, okay?
Do
Look,
not sass my mother.
I can do what I want. I'm a free woman.
I like that one.
I also know Varisian. You top. Can't hide anything.
As for the lot of you, you might want to adjust your height a little bit. Keep it to your actual height. It's noticeable with your magic on top of it. You there, the big one. Careful the way you take yourself. Something I noticed is you don't walk very, much like another person would.
The giant lizard.
That makes sense then.
He's got really wide feet.
I lean forward a little bit. I have a tail that offsets me, so like I'm trying to stand like fully. How do you guys stand so erect? It's so weird.
We don't
You don't have a tail.
But yes, exactly.
We could cut your tail off.
No.
You
Does it
just
grow
regenerate
back?
it later. Well, no. I mean, magic can make it grow back.
It sounds incredibly painful.
No, I'm joking.
But are you though? Because I think I can make it grow back.
No. No.
No,
not
no.
you.
See, my life is
I go
amazing.
Sandra.
All of you stay away from me.
I'm not gonna touch your tail.
I stare at where your
I'm-
tail would be a little harder, just pondering.
Although your tail is a little ticklish.
You did find some very interesting companions.
I think half of us are clinically insane.
How?
If
Well,
I-
you're not a doctor, you can't say that.
No, chest is pretty normal.
Haha!
This is laughs out loud.
Conqueror's gonna kind of
Hey, I'm
come
being
up
called
and like
forward. That's awesome.
Oh, God, I forgot you're a
in
huge
very
Conqueror.
Conqueror. He's small. He's no, sometimes
Did you
not.
find a
good.
secret door in this house too?
No, he's been here the entire time. I did say
Is
six
he
of
wearing
him.
pants?
Yes,
Okay.
he's
He's not a dwarf, please.
He's not a dwarf. I mean, he only.
Oh, yeah, I'm
he wasn't
sorry.
wearing
Wrong
pants.
person.
Yeah, he was going to a sauna. You don't wear pants to a sauna.
It'd be very uncomfortable. They get really wet.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
he's going to like kind of
Yeah.
like. He doesn't have his like foppish hat, but he still has a hat, so he's gonna like dip it down and like Madame, thank you for allowing us the pleasure to accompany you on such a great travel. So then kind of like kiss your mother on the back of the hand,
Watch out.
No reaction to this.
Be careful.
Well, charmed. As far as the rest of the caravan knows, there was some a far-off relative of mine and their friends traveling through Cheliax. In a bit of trouble, but nothing too serious. Enough to want to go to the other side of the country kind of trouble. Not enough to leave the country. That's the story. Only other person that knows who you are is your nephew out there who's hooking up the horse. So, if you need anything from him, let me know. Otherwise, my place is yours as we travel.
Thank you.
I appreciate you hosting us. Thank you so much.
You should appreciate me doing so.
I do.
Because I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of my daughter's new group of friends either. She went from one extreme end of violent and deadly folks to another extreme end of violent and deadly folks.
Just to be clear, this is not Misty. She's
Then, I think maybe you should consider the fact. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to be quiet again.
You can speak if you're comfortable.
I was just going to say that I think that maybe it's the fact that she's the violent and deadly one.
I'm not that violent.
Well,
You say that.
she's just very cool. I think that she's awesome.
I think you threaten violence more often than Yaalkol.
I don't usually threaten it. That's why I just
No,
do
you
it.
just yeah, exactly.
You just imply it? Confirm.
No, I
No,
just
he just doesn't.
apply it. Yeah, I
Sense
just
of hostility here.
no. Actually, no hostility. I theoretical hostility more. Just talking about how I'm generally hostile. Right now, I'm just kind of having a good time.
You're having a good time. I'm like so stressed. I want to be on a boat so bad.
It is nice to at least.
You always want to be on a boat. You know what I mean?
I love boats.
I'm getting to meet Misty's mom. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. I can see.
I see where Misty gets it from.
Yes. She's a very lovely
Well,
woman.
Oh, there's plenty of
Oh,
things she got from me.
Really nice
There's
to know
plenty
that they're
more
a
that
fam-
she's gotten from her father. Unfortunately.
Hmm.
I love the man, but
Where is he at this point?
you curious?
I would like to know.
Fortunately, we keep in contact, magically.
Mhm.
But it's been nearly a year. Took a group of part of the caravan up to Varisia, to the old country.
Well, perhaps when my dealings in the south are done, maybe I'll head there.
There was
Have a
some
more peaceful life.
peaceful. Huh. There's something going on that a bunch of the families were being called together to meet with. By the bunch of caravans have been assembling in Varisia. Don't know anything about it. I wasn't going to ask. Find out when he gets back, or he'll take care of it. So far hasn't returned, hasn't called for us. So I assume he thinks it's something that him and the rest of those old codgers meeting together think they can solve. Some kind of problem.
And how long has he been gone?
Is that a year? Got something in your ear?
A year.
It takes
That's
quite a
a
while
bit
to
of time.
take a caravan all the way up from down here, across the a number of mountains, including the Mendor Mountains, on the Mind Spin, all the way to Varisia. Not an easy journey.
Where is Varisia?
North.
Varisia is, if you go from Cheliax on the
Yeah.
map, directly...
I know where it is.
Up Nadal.
Yeah, my character has no idea.
Right.
My character
Oh, yeah.
was born and
North.
lived in the shackles for her life. Whole
North.
life.
You folks crossed half a continent. You'd have to cross half a continent to get Varisia. Now think about on a
Gee.
slow-going caravan, not on any boats, crossing many mountain ranges. Probably not taking a direct route there because you got to stop at plenty of places to keep the caravan supplied. Takes you
Ass.
4 to 6 months, I'd probably get to say, it took him to get to where he needed to go to. So,
Jeez. Why I like boats.
Boats are expensive.
Yeah, that's why you just steal one.
So May I ask?
That kind of activity doesn't really fly up here.
Gets
Yeah,
killed
I'm
around
sure.
here.
Yeah. You gotta, it's cultural differences, you know?
Oh, I think it gets killed where you're from too. It's just
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
but,
get killed.
you know, we just killed the people first. They really deserved it, though, I'm gonna be honest. Like, they're a bad dude.
You never told me how you got your original ship.
Oh, well, we did we revolted
Mhm.
against Plug and Scourge. You remember those guys that came back to life?
No,
That we
I don't.
mentioned that came back to life? We mentioned that. They were Harrigan's goons. They wanted to, like, separate from Harrigan or something, but they're, like, losers. You know, they whipped us and killed people.
Weren't they at the party?
Yeah,
Mr.
well, they came back to life. Don't listen. I don't know. Okay.
Regardless, and none of that maybe matters.
Yeah. Well, they specifically just to end off on that. Okay. They like tried to sabotage us and get us killed. So it was personal.
I mean, the ship that we took from them, I hate to say it, was taken from a lawful crew,
Oh.
and they were slaughtered to the last. Well, except for the few that chose to
Forgot
join
about
with
that
Harrigan.
part. We didn't really have a choice.
We
on
did a
that,
great
though.
battle winning of the ship, though. It is true that
Yeah.
I doubt we had a great part in it, but I will always remember your and Yakul's magnificent forms as you led us to victory that day. If it was not for you, not the terrible Plug and Scourge, we would have surely lost the day and not taken the ship.
Anyway, we probably don't care about that.
This dude's mother will just raise an eyebrow at you.
You know, life.
Well, seems as though you've had your misadventures and issues.
It's not been an easy one.
Sure it hasn't.
God.
I have heard the rumors.
Any specific ones?
Pirate Lord.
Yes, that is one I did stumble into.
How do you stumble
You know-
into that kind of thing?
You
wanna-
stumbled into it.
you
I
need-
really stumbled into it.
I was
You
gonna
meet
say.
four idiots in a bar one day.
Yeah, we hired our crew because we needed people to help fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then like one thing led to another, and we won a race. Misty shot a dragon turtle in the eye.
Blinded, actually.
Yeah, and then we fought Cyclopses. That
Wasn't there
place
for
is.
that?
Yeah, I have nightmares of Cyclopses still.
Yeah, Cyclopses, they have one eye. It's kind of like their thing.
You know,
You don't
they
say.
have like
Would have never guessed it.
they have they have like a trick where they can guaranteed hit you. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. It hurts a lot.
It's like
You mean their
Yeah, big
ability
ol'
to see briefly into the future every day?
yeah, guaranteed hit you.
I would never describe it as a guaranteed hit you with a weapon, but
Would you perhaps
I mean,
describe it as they could roll a natural 20 once per day?
Well, no, because they
Wall
like
starts
miss
shattering.
No, you understand from Revia's perspective. The Cyclops I don't think ever hit me outside of that ability. So, right? So they're always missing, except each of them once hit me. So it's like they have the ability to just hit you once.
Brent,
It
I'm
is
sure if when them being angry at you and trying to kill you, they use that ability to do such a thing. But I believe they can just use that ability to be
Oh.
accurate at anything. It is a prediction of the
I didn't
future.
know that. I'm not a Cyclops lorist. I just killed a bunch.
It's common knowledge for Cyclops.
I think you overestimate common knowledge.
Yeah, honestly, the reason I explained about the Cyclops is because I thought that wasn't common knowledge. So that's kind of my bad.
There are simple folks down in the shackles.
You know, there's not a lot of books, okay?
Ain't nothing for book learning down here. sorry.
We are like literally pirates, you know? Like,
I will say that I can understand, knowing a little less. Certainly, travelers such as ourselves have to be aware of a lot more dangers and types of creatures you might encounter in our travels. Though my caravan usually sticks to Cheliax, I've traveled to Nidal, Mothun, Nirmas, Lastwall, Druma, Eisger, Andoran, and Revia.
They really just sort of start making up names for you. Yeah.
Every name is made up. Yeah.
jeez, I did. Oh, that's a lot of places. I've been to, and I start labeling a bunch of islands.
You've been to the Shackles.
Yeah.
No,
No,
a collection
I've
of
been
islands.
south. We've been south of the Shackles. We went to
Yeah.
this old island. We saw a giant lizard that was like the size of an island.
But the thing is, I think those islands were kind of unclaimed before, and so we kind of claimed them for the Shackles. So in a way, we just been to the
I don't know if
Shackles.
that's how that works.
We didn't claim them for the Shackles.
That's the thing is that I kind of claimed them for I didn't tell you guys, but I sort of did it by myself.
Yaalkol, that's not. That's
Says who?
Looks like you can add exploration.
God, dude, a giant lizard lives there. Did you see that frog that lived there? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll
Do
clear
you
it up
understand?
later.
Jesus, oh my God, Yaalkol, what is wrong with you?
It's ours now.
You're not gonna do it.
God.
And you know what? You're gonna like, oh, we claim it, and then you know who's gonna have to do everything? Me. And you know who's gonna actually have to do everything? My wife.
I hit it with a hammer. All right, I solved that,
You
a lot
can't-
of things that way.
You can't
Down where we put the
build a town with a hammer alone.
Today you can get pretty far.
Yes, I see the party is chosen to embarrass me in front of my mother.
I apologize.
No.
then he gets quiet again.
There's nothing to apologize for.
Character.
You know, listen. You know, your character expected.
Might be enough of an embarrassment around
To be honest,
Um,
they're nicer folks than I thought they'd be.
They're terrible pirates.
I can tell.
We were pirates of a conscience, as I
Terrible
say it.
pirates.
That's not a
Yeah.
pirate. You're just a brigand
No,
with a heart of gold.
no, we steal from everyone we take ships from. We
Mhm.
stole a lot of ships and money.
Hmm.
I mean, like, I don't know if you brag about stealing stuff in a place that kind of kills people for stealing
Well,
stuff.
look, these people are cool. This is Misty's family. They're not gonna turn us in.
Yeah, but they don't need to be like, what's the word? Maybe
Accomplices?
there it is, accomplices.
I mean, I could
They're
turn you in.
already accomplices.
Yeah, but even more so, you know.
They're not helping us steal anything.
Well, I've done worse than anything you can do, so it's fine.
Don't say that.
No, I don't think you could do worse than what I've done, realistically speaking.
I mean, I didn't pay my taxes one time, so that kind of counts.
I knocked
You don't
over
pay
a building.
taxes here.
You don't pay taxes here?
No,
Oh,
you don't. You don't live here.
I guess I've never
Jacob?
actually told you what I've done.
Oh, yeah, you haven't. I just assumed like you killed someone and left. I assume everyone does.
Not everyone kills people and just leaves. Maybe, like, Misty
I
left
mean-
it.
You call that the shackle goodbye.
No, I mean, look. If you wanted somewhere, I just assumed you murdered someone. Okay?
Remember that church we just at?
Yeah.
Yeah, a large portion of that was burned to the ground.
Oh, nice.
Not
I
very
support it.
nice.
Well, yeah, not nice. I don't think.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
That's it,
considering
yeah.
who they are,
it's
It's
you know,
Well, I'm at
eh.
ease with my actions. Still don't like what I did.
I only have a mild moral compass. If you remember this information. I'm still a pirate at the end of the day. Okay, I do steal from people.
A bad one, though.
You
Okay,
say that,
you-
but hey, look, it's been very successful. Okay,
I don't
maybe
like
it's just a better way of pirating.
I don't like this myth that is going on that I'm bad at being a pirate. I'm very good at being a pirate.
We just don't kill people that
Yeah.
surrender, except that one time.
Well, yeah.
Maybe that one time. You know, hey, it happens. Okay.
We're there, acceptance.
It sounds like you're very bad at being pirates, but that's okay. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Pirate just
Okay,
what?
to be
I'm
fair,
fine
I was
with
bad
that.
at being an Inquisitor.
The
We're
fine
gonna
being
be-
a
Well, I
pirate.
wasn't actually bad at being an Inquisitor. I was the High Inquisitor for a while.
We're pretty good at it.
Being a
She's
pirate
pretty
is
good
just
at
about
sailing.
stealing. We stole ships and money from ships. And
Fun.
we did treasure. We made deals with creatures beyond our understanding because we're stupid.
All I know is I've not stolen something from anybody. Okay, every time we fought someone, that's literally lawful. Like, hey, you gonna fight us? We're gonna take your
Jacob,
stuff.
Jacob,
It's fine.
Jacob.
Jacob, you're
You
ruining
have
our
participated
reputation.
in us. You have participated in us stealing from ships.
He's a little bit like
That one time. What? No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
We did. We've done it
A lot.
literally in passing because
that's
because
right,
of how mundane it became by the time you joined the crew.
Well,
we've
like, by
done
the
we've
time,
done like half a dozen of those.
well, like people just started like surrendering when they saw us because they knew our reputation.
Because we're so strong.
Yeah, and because they knew we wouldn't kill them if they just surrendered.
Damn.
Why it's a good tactic. Why
Yeah,
even?
it's 'cause
You
we're
know,
lazy, not because we're nice.
it really it kind of does take the fun out of it though.
well, sure. How's Remus been? I haven't seen him in a while. Since it's been about a year, I think.
Fine. Keeping up with what he was doing. Doesn't keep as much in touch as much as I'd like, but you know.
He's always been a bit different.
Turns out this is a way for all of my kids. Not one of them stayed behind in the caravan. Now, I don't mind if you take a nice husband or wife or whatever from outside the caravan. That I don't matter. I always say, you know, it's like your father. I found him. He wasn't part of the normal caravan groups. Granted, he was a nice Frisian boy, but that did help me win him over a little bit. Nonetheless, I always thought one of you would at least settle down and join me. Or at the very least, start a caravan of your own or something, but no. Two became religious fanatics. One's going to some kind of sorcery college, and the other one decided to go. They love boats. And the fanatic one decided to also love boats.
I
It
understand.
sounds like this kid really took a shining to your pneumatic ways.
The one on the boat did! Just on a boat!
Boats are great. I
I
can
don't
see
know
a
where
lot
she
about
got
boats.
that idea.
Yeah, I get the boat one. Boat one's Misty, right?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
well, I still get the boat one.
What's his sister? It just matter, didn't we?
boats are so good though. The smell of salt water.
That's
Yeah,
kind of annoying, really.
boats are pretty cool.
I miss it.
The sun, the weight.
Salt water's
just walking
terrible.
on the waves.
I love.
Fresh
smell of-
grass, flowers.
Oh my
Nice
god,
fruit.
eating sea turtle.
We're gonna have to go ahead and disagree on this one.
Eating a
You
sea
Madam,
just
turtle.
wouldn't understand.
Madam Misty's mom. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one because yeah, sea turtle's pretty good. It's a little gamey, but
Quentin's just so good at cooking it.
yeah, Quentin knows how to cook a sea turtle.
Conkerbar's just gonna kind of like look up at you and like try to shake his head and be like, "Since when has sea
I'm
turtle been
lying.
delicious?"
I don't
It's a
know
little
why. That's just the
gamey.
only thing that came to
It's a little
mind. I just remembered I was out of commission for like 2 weeks because of Quentin's sea turtle. He can't cook.
If it makes you feel any better, technically I have settled down. I do have a house.
At least something.
Triceratops live there though, on the island.
Using a narc on Misty like that?
Yeah,
No,
you
it's really cool. It's
what
really
now?
cool.
A
there's
big
like-
lizard with 3 horns.
Horns.
Oh, I forget you're down by the Mwangi down there. You got strange
Yeah.
big lizards and stuff that are always down there.
Yeah, we're gonna farm them.
I
seem
don't know if I'll
horrible.
be sticking around for that one.
How do you farm big lizards?
I don't know. We haven't figured out yet.
We're gonna find out.
You know, that's Jacob's job once we get back home.
I mean,
I'd stay
they're
if I could.
almost like cows, but just not furry. It should be fine. I'll figure it
I
out.
trust Jacob, or we could hire a druid. But I
We should
trust
hire
Jacob.
a druid. But you know what?
Oh.
Well, only because I can't speak to animals yet.
We can get a druid.
Yeah, probably the best. I don't think druids would be down with it though, so I'm probably the best choice we have.
Druids are such buzzkills.
What do you mean? There's what's his name? The half elf, sea elf dude. He's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but do you think that he's like gonna hang?
It's here
He's
awkwardly.
he's fine, but he's not gonna hang.
He's gonna be like, yeah, you know, like I worship nature and animals, so let me help you like grab them. And put
Wait,
them
you
to
guys
the
are
mouth.
making up someone. He
Oh,
was never like that.
You guys,
He
you
was
guys
like-
gonna go fishing?
I'm gonna get some professional.
He was chilling.
Sounds fine. I'll watch these idiots.
I leave the awkward, very tense wagon.
You'll see like the younger, like probably like 15, 16-year-old kind of like hooking up. Hello to you.
Hello.
Should I call you cousin, aunt? It's appropriate.
What is this kid to me technically?
He'd technically be I think a cousin of some kind because he's technically your
Like second cousin.
aunt's grandchild. Yeah.
Oh, so it'd be first cousin twice removed.
Just stick with cousin. I think cousin.
Cousin. All right,
Yeah,
cousin.
first cousin. Yeah.
Call me first cousin twice removed.
Well, you don't say that. I was just saying that's what it would be like. Gee, all right. I guess. You know,
Just getting a little bit tense.
If there's anything you need, just let me know. Auntie's done well to treat me well and help me get myself started.
She's a good woman.
Mm. I didn't really want to stick around home after my father died, and she's nice enough to take me in. It's just been a rough couple of years, and it's good to know that I have more family.
Yes, there's quite a few of us around here. I don't know how much she talks about this.
A little bit. I think she's pretty sad that none of you stuck around, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm good for her just as much as she's good for me.
It would help her to have someone like you around, yes. I just need some more quiet, I think.
If you want to relax, take a step away for a minute. Caravan should be leaving a little bit, but we're still all packing up. Sure, you can get an idea on your own what you know about for how long it'll take. So, just let me know if you need anything or anything like that I can help with. I'll see what I can do.
I go relax after meeting a cool mother Misty hasn't seen in like 15 years.
Yeah. I mean, and certainly you're in disguise, so no one directly will recognize you, but you do recognize plenty of people in the caravan, families and members that you knew from back in your day. A few of them that look very different, a couple of people that now seem to be in relationships, like, you know, one of them that you're like, what? She ended up with him? Ooh. They ended up together? Oh, that's a weird one, you know?
Yeah, weird that not everyone here had a Hell Knight to come sweep them off their feet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like being back home after high school in a small town.
Yeah, this is Misty's high school reunion.
Like, no. I'm so sorry.
Except Misty's in disguise for the high school reunion.
Yeah.
you go back to your high school reunion, except you've got a very large mustache and beard on and sunglasses.
Groucho glasses or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you completely changed physical shape, worked out a bunch or whatever.
Like he yoked. Hey, your leg's back though, so that's not that big of a change. Okay, I'm gonna say this as a person. When Tantus described your mom walking with a limp, I was like, huh, runs in the family. I can't say that.
Yeah, peg like they're genetic. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's a genetic condition. It's called missing like-itis.
She also has a +1 against aquatic creatures.
Even though she didn't lose it to aquatic creatures, she just has that +1.
It's natural.
It's actually +1 against land creatures that are mammals.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have the aquatic subtype. I don't think.
Yeah.
But she's land dog, yeah, so she has the +1 to all land-based creatures. As long as it's aquatic, she can't damage.
It's much better.
Yeah, it's like almost objectively better. So it's limited by it has to be I don't know.
I mean, it's better for her, but all of the rest of you are always on the ocean, so it doesn't help as much. Anyway.
Does a boat count as land?
Eventually, I return back to the wagon.
Yes. And of course, the wagon, the group, the caravan will then depart westwardly, heading towards Corinthian. Some way we'll say it. I don't know. We're never going to say it correctly.
I mean, we're probably saying it wrong, considering it's, we said Cheliax wrong the entire fucking year.
Look, it was like the other week that I noticed it was Cheliax, and it took me a while to keep correcting myself, and I'm like, oh wait, there's an A in there? Crap!
I refuse to be correct.
I can just imagine we get caught. How did they catch us?
Correct for
You
nerves.
mispronouncing every
The
single
name
place.
wrong.
Oh hey, this city actually has pronunciation on the Wikipedia. It's pronounced Corentin.
Trenton. Okay.
Yeah.
No, the worst way.
Wow. Corentin.
What's the point of the Y if you're not going to use it?
It's a tin. T-I.
Fantasy
Y-I.
spelling.
It's fantasy spelling.
I
So,
think just a tangent to spelling, and I'm like, well, yeah.
Just throw a different letter in there, then it's fantasy.
oh, maybe we'll blame it on one of the blame some non-Chelaxian ethnicity. I don't know which one. I don't know.
It was a wizard.
Well, it's a halfling.
Always a
city,
wizard.
So it's a halfling.
Always a wizard.
Ah, halflings. We
Yeah.
should have known. They'd be behind
It's
it.
originally a halfling community, so.
Well, I mean, it was originally a halfling
Not a
community.
halfling community anymore.
Sorry, halflings. Cheliax
They're
is
all
terrible to you.
enslaved.
Cheliax is not nice to you guys.
Cheliax hates Cheliax is like the one group of people who hate halflings.
They really are. Everybody else is just like, they're halflings. They're fine. I mean, I don't.
Maybe I should be chillaxing.
You do hate halflings randomly too. You do have.
You hate halflings in a random bar.
Well, that bar deserves it.
Bar does have it coming, and their bar will be destroyed.
No. We're gonna seal away the deed so they can never touch it again.
You just got angry at them because they
Very
wouldn't
deep.
let you steal their deed. That's it.
No,
we
that's
made-
not
we-
why.
they made fun
called
of
us
us.
losers.
Yeah,
You were
because
losers. You were level 1 losers.
We were level 3
Nuh-uh.
losers.
We weren't losers.
Five.
We were
Yeah, they were
very
five.
cool.
You were a loser. You were low level chuds.
You were guys that had just
Yeah.
Christ.
inherit. You had inherited a ship and were like, haha! Now we're pirates.
Yeah, and you know what? That's stuck with us forever, and we're gonna make them remember and pay for it.
Yeah.
We're not good people. We're petty.
Leave you and go live in
Stealing.
I mean, there's levels of petty, and this is just a little silly.
Yeah, we're very petty.
the most petty.
Yes,
It's because
Has this
Eric
not
real
been
life is very
established?
petty.
we're super petty.
We shall
Alright.
destroy.
Alright,
We will make their lives more difficult because they insulted us.
Mildly.
we'll end it here, because that's a good spot to end it as the caravan heads out, as we've now had some family reunion. You know, you got into Cheliax. Yeah. I don't know if you did anything else. That sounds about correct for everything you did.
We did some contract law.
You did some contract.
Well, to be honest, the biggest thing is
bureaucracy.
Yay, we love bureaucracy.
we did successfully infiltrate Cheliax.
That has been successful, yes.
And it's basically a smooth journey all the way to Quarantine.
Morningtown.
What'd you say?
Don't say that. Don't say that. That's no.
Quentin Town.
Joe.
I said corny. What?
No. Never mind.
I mean,
Alright, here goes chat again. I don't know if your chat goes active or not, so.
Everyone's popping off. They're pogging.
Why LeChonk? Where does that even come from?
It's I don't know. It's a emote. It's a global emote.
What? Why specifically LeChonk?
Nintendo, because Twitch wants to be fucking sued by Nintendo.
Apparently.
Like, yeah, who doesn't want to get sued by Nintendo?
I guess so.
Yeah, everyone get in line. He'll get the piece of our income for the rest of our fucking lives.
Anyway, thank you everybody who joined us today. I hope you enjoyed. I'll have some people give some shout outs and stuff. Eric, do you have anything to shout out?
Nothing to shout out. Love this game. Love this session.
Great. Henry, anything to throw in here?
So apparently I'm a YouTuber now. Just
Mom.
hit that follow and like, subscribe.
Hit that bell.
Yeah, hit that bell and stop by next time for when Tansis will be comparing two different types of ice cream. Bears versus
Hit the bell.
Are you going to purchase this ice cream for me? Because if you do, I can do that.
This is
a video.
I love this. This is just a personal Patreon where I fund videos from Tantus I want to see. I just send him like $50. I'm like, get all the Oreos.
What the fuck are you on?
It's like,
Goofing, Steve.
there's too many Oreos, and many of them I'm pretty sure are awful.
Eric's having a silly day today.
He's a goober right now.
It's been a long couple weeks, and I'm just having a good one. I have a story after this game to tell you, but in short, I got very sick after our last session, and since then it's been all a nightmare.
Oh, jeez.
Perfect.
Momo, anything to shout out?
Hi, I'm Momo, and you can rest assured on this stream that this family introduction will only be the third most awkward. One wants to kill me, and Misty's never met her dad before.
We diffuse all tension, though, with us being idiots.
I mean, at least you know your dad exists, and have probably heard stories about him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't want to kill him, unlike, Yaalkol.
Join us next time for more daddy issues and family drama.
Hey, we're all allowed to have our family dynamics.
I like it's
Mine's just murderous.
Complex
okay?
family dynamic, complex family dynamic, complex family dynamic, perfectly fine family dynamic, and then followed up by...
Revia is fine. Revia has a normal family.
I have a loving mom and dad.
And no one knows about mine.
I mean, at most for you, you have like an adopted father figure who's really nice, and that's about it. So it's sort of like,
my dad was an actual asshole.
Yeah.
Don't forget, like, my life got fucked up because I picked the traits, whatever, for this campaign, where Besmara, like, blesses you, and that's where my life went downhill.
Besmara was like, shoot! Oh crap! I blessed someone. Who hell was it?
Record scratch. So you're wondering how I got here?
Yeah, I literally got blessed by Besmara, and everyone's like,
me.
"You're gonna do great things one day," and then that's how I ended up here.
I mean, you're just the Bioshock protagonist.
You might be the only one who like doesn't fit that trope of like if you're gonna be a hero, your parents have to die.
Yeah, you're just like
No, I just got
a normal family.
Yeah, they're perfectly fine, normal family.
I was just blessed by God, and I
You're
have
just
a really strong
insane.
connection.
That's why you adventure.
Yes, I am just insane.
Just a crazy person.
You're just a
You
Christian.
know?
This whole time. Making
All
stuff up
adventurers
as you
are a
go.
little bit insane.
I mean, that's true.
Happy people don't go off and murder shiploads of people or kill dragons. So
Yes.
All very
Happy
good.
people
in
tend not
true
to do
things.
that.
I mean, like, happy people, like, that aren't like, you know what I could really use? Massive amounts of profit that involve dragon murder.
And
Consistent amounts of near-death experience.
if you're
Most
not
people are really scared of dying.
if you're not earning enough money in Pathfinder to become the Pope of Druma, what are you doing with your life?
True, not wrong.
I mean,
Hope or nope. That's what I always said.
I don't know if any character can earn that much money without a really crazy story.
Kill enough dragons.
I guess so. Anyway, Cell, do you have anything to shout out?
No, I don't.
All right. Joe?
I'm here.
Oh,
Hi!
I guess I do have something to shout out.
Oh, you do?
Yep. My diploma's coming next week. I
Congratulations.
think that's so cool.
Shit.
I don't know if I should buy a frame for it or not. But
I mean,
yeah,
if
that's cool.
you don't really need to frame your diploma.
No, but it feels like
You
something
should.
really cool to have in like the background.
You
Hey,
should.
man,
I mean, that's about most of the use that piece of paper will actually ever give,
I
is to
never
be on your
found-
wall.
I have never
Well,
even-
to be fair, the paper is useless, but
Yeah.
the meaning of it's not.
The education is there, but the paper, however, is used.
Yeah, the paper is actually useless. Nobody asked for it.
Well-
Nobody is gonna be like, I need to check your paper. Show me the
I-
degree.
I already have a digital version of it, to be fair.
So yeah.
So, but you know, I don't know.
But you deserve to hang it on the wall.
Show me on the
Right,
wall where the
exactly.
diploma educated you.
Yeah, that's what happened. You know,
Thank you.
Tantus never change Tantus. Okay.
Look, my joke was terrible, but one person laughed at it. That's all that counts.
I
You
that
know,
was crying.
I don't think it was. Yeah, it wasn't laughter. It was just disappointment.
It's always what it is.
Anyway,
It's when you laugh
hi.
because you're
Wednesdays it's
nervous.
disappointment. Saturdays it's disappointment.
Try my best. Tantus Jacub. I'll be here tomorrow and the next couple of days. Yay! Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about Pathfinder. Oh hey, what am I going to be talking about? I'm going to go over some like a kind of specific guide on Galarian dwarves. So a bit of their society and kind of stuff like that.
Dwarfs.
Dwarfs.
Dwarfs. You know, they're
Dwarfs. Because
The
they're
best.
Galarian.
No. Then Friday, if you want to see some gaming in the morning, I'll be checking out, finally, because I've had this game forever and never played it, the first Slime Rancher for a little bit.
Great game.
Yeah. It was on
Probably
my
boring,
list of
but-
games in my Steam collection that I've never played that I probably should at some point in time, and I rolled it on my little randomizer wheel I've been using, and it said Slime Rancher, so hey. And then Saturday is just some tabletop talking in the morning and discussing tabletop in the evening, and that's the rest of the week's schedule. Every day, every week this time. We should be back next week. Well, it's not every week, but most weeks. Buccaneers Shackled Sea, 9 p.m. EST. Check us out next week. We'll be back, and it will be more excitement and more Cheliaxian adventures. And who knows, maybe you'll get your mission accomplished. Or not, I don't know.
Maybe the party will finally learn my backstory.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I'm playing it by ear to see how long this is going to take, honestly. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, everyone out there, have a great rest of your Wednesday or Thursday, whichever day it is for you. And regardless, though, see you later. Farewell.
Bye.
Where's my mouse to say